everyone, Natasha here. Welcome to Natasha's Healthy Living, where we are nurturing wellness naturally. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm getting this video out a little bit late, but really it's my own schedule. So this is the schedule we're going with this week. I had a very busy weekend. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, but I wanted to share with you my December setup in my disc-bound Jane's Agenda planner, as well as the Cyber Week sale that I got my order in, so we're going to unbox that together. So grab your planner, grab something cozy to drink, or maybe grab that load of laundry that needs to get folded, and stay tuned for that, and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today. So I have here my Jane's Agenda disc-bound planner. This is my current setup for December 2024. I'm using the December cover, and you can see this is kind of how it's faring. I don't know how well it's showing on the camera, but it is getting a little scratched and worn, but I'm okay with that. I liked this cover, but I liked the one last year even more, so I felt like this is good. I'll just use this one, and it might get a little beat up, but it'll still be good. It's been working well. It's nice to have my planner sort of streamlined right now without any additional covers, and it's, you know, still kind of full because I'm planning all the Christmas things, and there's a lot in here. And I shared last week how I'm beginning the process of setting up my planner for 2025. So we're also going to look at that because some of the things that I got in my Cyber Week sale are for next year's planner. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about some of the things that I've continued working on setting up in that planner as well. But first, just a recap of how December is looking. So I have the 2-inch gold discs from Jane's Agenda. Everything is pretty much the same at the front. So I've just taken out my November pages, and I now have my December cardstock in there. Let me make sure you guys can see. I think you should be good. I always tend to go up too high, so hopefully that's better. Yeah, okay. I have to stand up to see. All right, and then this is my December monthly layout. Hopefully the lighting isn't too terrible. I just feel like the most light is going to come in with the blinds open, so that's where we have it right now. It's only, 3 o'clock, and it feels like it might as well be 7:30 at night because it's getting darker so much earlier, plus we have some rain coming around 5. So anyway, I have my December monthly page all set up. It's decorated. I definitely found when I had decorated my planner so much in the month of November, it really made it enjoyable to get in here and use it. And every time I'd open it up and see another page that I had decorated, it was just really fun, kept me coming back to the planner even though it was a busy month. And I decided as much as I can, I want to keep doing that for December. And, you know, of course, in January, that should be a lot easier, but it just really makes me feel happy when I open up the page and I see some pretty stickers and some colors. So that's what I did for December as well. A lot of these stickers are from the Prayerful Planner. So when you're on their email newsletter list, then you get the monthly sticker sheet for free and you just print it out yourself at home. I have all of our appointments in here. I had a really busy week to start off the month, and that's kind of how it goes for us every December because our little town that we live in has these annual events, these Christmas walks, the first 2 Fridays of the month. So those are a big deal. And then I always work one of them with my friend Sarah, and we have our Jordan Essentials vendor booth set up. Typically we do the first one, but it just kind of depends on the year. So we did that this year. That went really well. It was cold, but it wasn't snowy or rainy where it made people not want to come out as far as the roads getting bad. So it was a really good turnout, which was good. And then I had another one right on top of it. So we finished up about 10 p.m. that Friday night. We just left everything loaded in my car, and then Sarah and I turned around with our cups of coffee Saturday morning and went to a new one to us, and it's actually out in the area where I grew up. So that was kind of fun. I saw some people, you know, I haven't seen in years just because they live out in that area. So we had a really good day then, and we missed the Christmas party today, but it's okay. We just all really needed to rest and recover today. So that's how that all went. And I'm just realizing I forgot about the Christmas party. So whoops, but it's okay. I needed a nap. We've all just been laying really low, and it just is what it is today. So more stuff coming up. We have a lot of health appointments this next week, and then by then we're really close to Christmas. So anyway, that is the layout. Then I have my December page where I'll do a quick recap here, or it could also be highlights. I have 2 lists which I need to transfer over from November. So these are my home and personal tasks and projects, and my work and business tasks and projects. Sorry, that shadow is not working out. Let's try over here. Then I have the monthly goals page. And then, well, we're going to have to keep flipping back and forth. It just is what it is today. Then I have my monthly reflections page. So this will be something I fill out. Let's see, let me back up. This page is my tasks. So this is a page I print myself. I have the planner listed down below that I got the idea from. So you could make your own if you wanted to, but this is like my monthly goals for the different parts of my life. And then the back side is something I fill out at the end of the month, and that's a reflection page. But again, just come up with some of your own reflection questions. Basically like what worked, what didn't work, what do I want to keep doing, what do I want to let go of, anything along those lines. I feel like it's a good way to start for a reflection page. And then this is actually the very last page of this planner insert pack from Jane's Agenda, and I move it to the front of the month so that I can have my weekly dashboard from here and then just skip those for a second to here. So normally this is a double-sided dashboard page, so I have that for this first week that's laid out like that. Now, because I do that, then I end up with 2 grid pages here back to back. So I liked how I did that in November, so I did it again. So this is technically the first page of this insert pack, but like I said, add the last page to the very beginning. So then that gives me a page for gratitude, and it worked out nicely in November just to do 1 line of gratitude. It could be just a word, it could be a short sentence, something simple. And then this is my personal month information. This comes out of the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book. So I always have a video linked in the description that talks about that. And then there's also the link to the book if you want to take a look at it. But this is just kind of my little morning devotional and journaling pack where I get that out in the mornings. Right now I'm doing a lot more Advent devotionals in the morning, so I haven't been using that one as much, but that just kind of lives around here in my desk and office area. And then we go into the first week. So I have my basic schedule here, some phone calls and things to make there. I didn't use this weekly insert. What is this called? Tip-in. I erased what I had checked because that was like 3 check marks, and I thought, well, let's try again next week. Excuse me. It's just a busy time, so I want to give it one more try. So I just redated it since I use my friction pens and I can easily erase it. But this is what we're at today. So I have a huge list of things I wanted to work on. We're just kind of going with what I actually got done. So let's see. So far, I'm filming this for you. I did set up these pages, and so that's all done. Now there's a lot of this other stuff that still needs to get done, but that's okay. We just take it one day at a time and one thing at a time, right? So I think I had this in here because I wanted to remind myself to kind of finish setting it up. If I'm going to do my zone cleaning tasks on the back, then I need to list those out. And then it goes into the next week. So this will be my snapshot of the upcoming reminders, my basic tasks or brain dump for the week, my habits, which I didn't even fill that out this week, but that's okay. It'll be something I can fill out next week. So it's my personal habits, like especially my morning routine. So things like my journaling, my devotional, reading, drinking water, cleaning out photos on my phone, that kind of thing. And then I think I just left this blank because I haven't decided yet if I'm going to make this someplace where I list my zone cleaning, which is what I had been doing, or if I'm going to move all my zone cleaning to this cleaning insert and like routine tracker, because that was my original idea, was that this would be more like household tasks and then leave this page here for personal and business things. So we'll see. That's something I'll figure out later today or tomorrow. And then I haven't finished filling out my daily schedule for next week, so that's something else on my list today. But I wanted to get this box unwrapped with you because I haven't taken a look at that yet. And basically it's just, sorry, let me backtrack and finish what I was saying. So this is all my daily pages are in here, and then I did go through and set up my weeks, so I have those kind of decorated. I could always add more stickers, but just adding those quick highlights with the mild liner are pretty easy to do. The only thing I did do that was sticker related was I added the numbers from that Prayerful Planner sticker page. That's a little tedious, but I like to just do that while I'm watching another YouTube video. So that's where we are so far in December. I feel like it's already been a long month and it's the 8th. Anybody else feel like that? And at the same time, I have a lot to do in the next couple of weeks, so I'm glad it's only the 8th. So let's take a look now at my order from the Cyber Week sale. And I was very patient and I did not open it yet. Partially that's just because I was really busy and didn't have time. So we're just gonna open that up really quickly. See, because I know there's like doorbusters in here, there's all kinds of goodies, and I haven't even taken a look yet, so I'm excited to see what I got. So it looks like my tissue paper kind of shifted in there, but there is everything. I think Jane and her team did such a good job getting everything turned around and out quickly. So let me take this out. And I never did go in and do my second order on the Cyber Week sale. I'll show you why in a little bit, but if you watched last week's video, I talked about maybe doing a second order, and I never did do that. So we'll take a look at these and then you'll see why. So I've got my little thank you pouch. I think these are the doorbusters here. That's super cute. Yeah, nice. That's a nice little fun look on their thank you card. That's different than I've seen before. So we've got our thank you card in there. This is what I was really excited to get. So this is a planner band, and it's an elastic band. Ooh, it even says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Jane's Agenda in the printing there. And, or not the printing, but like the stitching. There's a pattern in the stitching, and it's elastic plus Velcro. So you can adjust the size of it if you have a smaller planner or a larger planner. You know, you can make it really match your planner. So I'm glad to have that because that may solve some of my problems I've been having with trying to find a snap-on cover from Jane's Agenda, because I like hers, but none of hers come with a way to close the planner or secure it closed. So I'll just show you really quickly. This is my setup for 2025. So there, that would actually be really nice to keep it closed and secure when I'm taking it in and out of my bag. So that is really cool. I'm excited to get that in my stash. Then we have these monthly not dashboards, what are these called? Quote cards. So they're a little card, one for each month. Now these are a Monday start, so I probably won't use these. I might gift them to a friend of mine and see if she would put them to use, or I could always just use the back of them because they're white. But I was excited about them because that's kind of a cool thing to have, but it just throws me off too much to use a monthly that starts on Monday because everything else in my life has a monthly that starts on Sunday. I can use a weekly that starts on Monday. That doesn't mess me up too much, but I just grew up with Sunday start calendars like this, so it's still sort of ingrained in me and hard to let go of. All right, then we have my Master Plan 365 course material or inserts for month 9. So we're gonna go ahead and just get these popped into my Master Plan planner real quickly because I've been needing those. So this is the notebook or training book I'm putting together for the Master Plan 365 course. Now that is a free course, so if you're brand new and just finding my channel, Jane started this in April of this year. So you can watch the weekly videos for free on YouTube. And then if you want to get these inserts, you can. That's the part that is a purchase, but you don't have to. You could just use a notebook. And I have just been enjoying having them. I feel like it's something I'm going to go back to and, you know, dive into one of these topics again at some point, especially next year. I feel like this is the kind of thing that I want to look at again next year, rewatch the video and kind of dive in again. So, because some of it I've just listened and haven't used the workbook. Some of it I've really gotten in there and used the workbook, but that is that. Okay, now we're getting into the pretty fun stuff. So let me kind of move this out of the way. So some things I just really wanted, and I'm looking at all this and realizing I don't think I got stuff that was actually for my 2025 planner, but we're going to look at it anyway because I want to show you what I ended up doing instead of placing another order. All right, so I got some dashboards that I just thought were so pretty that I didn't want to pass them up. So I got this one, which is that beautiful lace, and I totally plan on putting it over this ballerina. So I have a dance background. My mom owned a dance studio, and our family, was a dance family. From the time I was 5 until I was, in my mid to late 20s, I think. We owned it for 24 years. So what is that? 29. But I grew up dancing, so I had to get the ballerina. I want to take it out just so there's not a glare for you. When Jane showed this, I was like, yes, this is definitely something I need in my life. I don't even know where it's going to go. I just know I needed it. But I will enjoy putting it in my planner at some point. I'm thinking it would be really pretty in January, actually, under the January cover. So I might end up using it for my January setup, but I don't have the January deluxe subscription box just yet. So that is still coming, but that is just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Then I got, this was a cover that Jane was just talking about in one of the videos where she was just doing a bunch of fun layering, and it's been in the shop for a while and I just never thought to grab it, but when she was showing it I thought, well, yeah, of course I need that. I love a good paisley pattern. Even that looks pretty with the ballerina layered under that. So this will be something I can use either for building a notebook or planner at some point, or I could just pop it on for my monthly planning cover. So I got that. I guess I'll set these things kind of off to the side here. Then I got some things to go in my larger planner. So I got the October deluxe subscription box in the letter size after October, because if you're a subscriber, you can go in and shop things. There's like a subscribers only section, so you can shop some of the leftover boxes, and it's not necessarily a guarantee that everything's there and in the size you need, but I just loved this one, and so I wanted to grab this cardstock first of all because I thought it would look really pretty under this cover. So we're going to try that out right off the bat because I want to see that and just kind of have fun playing with these layers. Let me get it out of there. I should cut the little strip on the side, but that is gorgeous. Anyway, this letter size planner, I'm kind of using it right now as, well, I'm debating about making it my new Fly Lady control journal just because it's kind of time to refresh that. So I'm collecting some things in here that could potentially work for that. Like one of them I got in that October box was the full holiday meal planning pack, and it came, in letter size, which I just thought this could be handy to have as a letter size option anyway. And then what else did I get? These were something else I wanted to put in here just to make this a little more functional for me, because once I started building it, I realized I don't have tab dividers that are the right size, that are letter size. So now I've got the 12 tabs, so I could either use it for monthly pages, like if I wanted to do monthly dividers for a family meal plan or something like that, then that could go in there. I'm not going to pop all those in right now, but that's why I got that, is so that I now have some good dividers for that. And then I was thinking if I'm going to make it my holiday control journal, which was another option, then this cover was just speaking to me, and it's so pretty. So if I decide I want to make a holiday control journal, which is another Fly Lady term, and that just means it's kind of like all your plans for the holidays in one book, then I have the full letter size that I could do that with. So that would be pretty with gold discs, which I might have enough of, but with a letter size, you need 11 discs. So whatever size discs you get, you just have to either order 2 packs or get a pack that has 11. And it would be fine with the black discs too. So those are some of the goodies that I got. So I got, let me put all these things out here just so you can see. I got the cover, I got the dividers. I'll just flip this here. I got this beautiful ballerina. I got same ballerina in the smaller letter size, so I can use that in my current planner, along with that paisley cover. And then I got the lace overlay because that is also gorgeous, the vellum. So that's what I got in the cyber sale. You have to let me know if you got some goodies from Jane's cyber sale. There was a ton of stuff to grab, some great deals. I know they had mystery packs, which are really fun, and a lot of people were trying to get those. And they did really good this time around, trying to learn from last time and make it even better. And I always appreciate that. All right, so lastly, let's take a look at my 2025 planner setup as it stands right now. So I haven't finished because, like I mentioned, I'm waiting for my planner to come in from Jane, or not planner, but the deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda for January, which I think will be shipping fairly soon. They've been trying to ship them out by the middle of the month. Last month we got it a little bit earlier than that, so we'll see. I'm sure with the cyber sale, they're trying to recover from that. So one of the things I talked about in the last video was getting my monthly inserts ordered. And let's see, did I show you guys? I think I showed you how I had, oh yes, I did. We talked about that. Okay, sorry. So you might have to go back and watch the other video just to see. But I was digging in my stash and I have some Happy Planner blank monthlies. And I thought, well, you know, maybe I should use those up for January just to kind of get them out of my stash. And then I already have my weekly dashboards for the entire year ordered from Jane's Agenda. I already have that pack on hand. I ordered that in July. So no matter what, I have all my weeklies. And the other thing I had on hand, these are Happy Planner dailies that are undated. So my plan is to use these in January just to use them up. So last week we went through and we added all these inserts and did that. And then I was trying to decide what to do for the rest of the months of the year. And I was thinking I was going to order my favorite monthly pages or monthly, what is that called? Dashboard, I guess, from Jane's Agenda. And that was my plan. And then I looked again at my stash and I thought, well, okay, so I have these two, this one and this one are both Happy Planner blank monthlies. So I had those. Then I started looking again and I realized I also had Jane's Agenda monthlies from various collections. Several of these came from sample packs that we got in the deluxe subscription box, and either it was a month I didn't need because I already had bought like a year's worth of inserts, or maybe I used it and decided I didn't like it and switched to a different kind. You know, I had all these monthlies collected for various reasons. So I went through and looked at the months of 2025 and what date things started on. And then I just found a monthly page that had the right dates in the right columns, so I didn't have to redate. Like this one, I think it was a Monday start, but it had the first on, now I'm noticing this, oh, this must be the next month afterward. Yeah, so this is the coming month. So I'll have to cover that up. But it had, for March, it had the month starting on Sunday. This would be, or I'm sorry, Saturday. So I like to do Sunday through Saturday. So this would be the Saturday, and that's what I needed for March. So I just used some whiteout and got them all set up. Like I said, I still have my weeklies in here. I think I did the first quarter full of weeklies because I didn't want to bulk it up too much. So this is another version. Like I can see, I still have it dated here. Just grab my whiteout and take care of that. So this was November 2023 originally, but it had, again, the month started in the right spot. So I just put that in there, whited out the things that needed to get whited out. So I was able to find enough to go through the entire year of 2025 and use up all these monthly random inserts that I have. They were all old, so there was no way to reuse them except to do something like this. And rather than redate, I thought it would be easier just to relabel Sunday across and then put the month at the top, because I tend to do that anyway with my decorating style. Now this one is for June, so this is a different version. I think this is called the executive layout. So I was using this one a couple years ago and I did like it, but she discontinued that and gave us the version we have now, which is similar. And so I thought, well, this will be, you know, again, it's fine, I can use this one. This is one that I liked. So apparently that was October of 23 in the executive version. So some of these are still around, some of them aren't. This one, I think that was a September, so that's the only thing I didn't notice was these back little things. So yeah, so anyway, I got my whole year's worth of inserts on there. I will have to go through and like redate that kind of stuff. So this is August. Oh, no, I won't. So this one is correct. I just need to redo the date or the month on it. So that works there. And it feels good now that I'm using all these things up. And this one I did finally have to redate. So I got towards the end of the year and I just didn't have enough that lined up. So I redated for September. Let's see if October I had one that worked. That's that executive style again. I think I should go back and talk about these for just a second. So it's not this one. I think it was one of the earlier ones. The ones that have, it might be May. The one that has the space down at the bottom. This one, this was a version they had. I don't know if they're still selling these, but these were like a kind of a starter set for planning. They had like a ready-made planner you could buy. So this was the monthly. There were weeklies and dailies in it too. So anyway, that's another version of a monthly with the boxes at the bottom. These are the executive ones, and this is that version with the boxes on the bottom. So it kind of bounces back and forth, but in the end, I have spaces for what I would need, and I know I can make it work. Otherwise, this was one I had to redate as well. So now I have all my monthlies set up in there. I didn't even notice I had, this is an extra one, I guess. Oh no, this is December. got myself confused. So December is the very last one, but this worked out because December needed to start with Monday on the 1st. So it was kind of fun to see what months lined up and what didn't. So this is the current kind of monthly that I'm using now. So there is the update with that. I'm getting closer to feeling like I have my 2025 planner set up done. Now what I haven't done is move over things from the current planner that I want to carry with me. So after I get my January deluxe subscription box and I work on adding those elements in that I want to use, then the final step as I finish out December will be to review what's working in my current planner and what needs to go forward with me one final time. I've done an initial just note page where I kind of jotted down thoughts about all of that, but I want to finish up December and then I will look at, you know, what kinds of things, because this is a lot. And like I mentioned, there's a big chunk in here that's the holiday stuff. So that stuff won't go with me, but I want to reevaluate everything. Basically, like building this planner from the ground up will give me that chance to decide what I want to take out and keep going with in the new year, and what am I just saying that was a thing I did in 24 and I'm not doing it anymore. So that is my current planner setup and the start of my January 2025 setup. So I hope that was kind of helpful for you to see the next phase of the process where I got those December, I'm speaking faster than my brain is thinking. I got my monthlies added and got a few more things set up, and it is starting to fill up. So I have the 1.5-inch discs that I'm using. And I know there were some questions on one of the Facebook groups I'm in. So from what I can tell, I think this is industry-wide. The diameter of the discs is the size. So like this is a 1.5-inch disc, and I don't know how well you can see that, but it is measuring 1.5 inches on the outer diameter of the disc. At least for Jane's, that's what I've found, is hers all measure pretty accurately. So I don't have a ton of extra room in there, and what I may have to do is take out some of those weeklies once I start adding in more of my notes pages and reference pages. But I do currently have a lot of that already in here, so it might just be maybe, you know, what information really needs to get transferred forward. So looks like the clouds are coming in, which means the rain is coming, so I better wrap it up there. I'm going to take one more peek and make sure I'm not completely off camera. Okay, so it is getting dark though, I can tell. All right, well, thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the description, not in the description, in the comments down below, let me know, are you working on your planner for next year? Are you still just trying to finish up December or focus on this current week? I know there's sometimes where life is really busy and I feel like I just need to focus on the next 24 hours. I can't be thinking ahead about all this, but I had a good call with one of my my person that helps me with social media, and we just really talked about like big goals and big picture plans for 2025. And that was really helpful, and it did get my brain sort of thinking ahead a little bit more about what do I want the next year to look like? Where do I want to focus my energy and my time? You know, my family and my faith are always my top priorities, and then everything else has to fit in around that. And so it was good to think about those with her and just kind of talk about different ways we could work on things and what we want to focus on. So I hope you are enjoying the start of December and getting things underway for the holiday season. Hopefully you're taking some time to rest and breathe and enjoy those little moments if you can. I know it can be hard to do that, but I think it's good to just remind each other, let's take a breath, take a moment just to enjoy and do the best we can. I'm sending you my love and well wishes. I'm hoping you're having a great Sunday and finishing out the weekend and getting ready to start Monday with a fresh start. And other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.